everybody, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Hooked on OC right here on WMDT TV 47. I'm your host, Scott Lenox. Folks, if the background looks strange, that's because it should. This episode, we are traveling once again. This time, it's the Lenox Alaska vacation. Coming up after the break, you're going to see 10 or 12 days of our Alaska vacation on the west coast of the country, cruising down through the Alaska Inside Passage. We've got lots of great excursions and activities ready to go, and it's all going to be culminated with an awesome salmon fishing trip. Right over here, something I've wanted to do for a very long time. The scenery is absolutely beautiful. We're on a beautiful cruise ship. Can't wait to show it to you. We'll be right back after the break. Hooked on OC, we'll be right back.
Quiet Storm Surf Shop on the Boardwalk has the largest selection of sunglasses on the East Coast. Over 800 pairs of Costas, including their new USA models to choose from. Hundreds of Oakley sunglasses, hats, and t-shirts. An enormous collection of Ray-Ban, Smith, Persol, Kanon, Revo, and Maui Jim. Quiet Storm Surf Shop has the largest selection of name brand sunglasses. Visit Quiet Storm today.
Call Spencer Yachts and Spencer Yachts Brokerage whether you are looking to build a new Spencer Sportfish or buy or sell a used Spencer or boat by any other builder. Spencer Yachts and Spencer Yachts Brokerage are the right choices for dependable and unbeatable customer service for all your Spencer needs. Building and selling custom outboards, express and sportfish yachts from our 26-foot center console to our 90-foot sport yacht. Call or email us today to become part of the Spencer family.
Sunset Marina is Ocean City's premier full-service marina resort. Sunset Marina is located just 5 minutes from the Ocean City beach and boardwalk. Sunset's charter fleet boasts the finest fleet of sport fishing boats in the Mid-Atlantic, all operated by Coast Guard licensed captains. One look at Sunset's amenities and you're hooked for good. Contact Sunset Marina today to book your fishing charter. Call 1-877-514-FISH. And now back for more Hooked on OC. All right, so welcome back to the show. We are on a family vacation here in Alaska, and it's been absolutely tremendous. And before we left, Betsy booked excursions for the Ewing family, and Kristen booked excursions for our family, and they've been really, really cool. Lots of Alaskan history, really cool scenery. The weather has been absolutely beautiful. This is the coolest day we've had all week. And the mountains and snow caps and things like that have been absolutely tremendous. It's been a terrific experience. And it all started in Fairbanks. We flew out of Baltimore on Tuesday, arrived in Fairbanks on Wednesday, and it was weird. We arrived at like 2:30 in the morning and the sun was still up. And that's something that took some getting used to. When you like burning up trying to sleep and you want to open the window with some cool air in, and it's 11 o'clock at night and the sun is still shining, that's just a strange feeling. Nonetheless, the weather was beautiful, so it was worth dealing with. And our excursion started in Fairbanks. We had a really great trip on the Riverboat Discovery. We cruised up and down the Chena River right there in Fairbanks. We saw some seaplanes coming in and landing and then taking off. We did a really great seaplane demonstration. Next, we stopped at a dog sled camp where we saw these Iditarod dogs and where they live and how they're trained. They did a cool scenario there where they pulled a four-wheeler around. That was super cool. And then the cruise ended at an Athabascan Indian fish camp where they talked about Athabascan history and how they make things out of the environment, like birch trees, and how they use the animals and the different fish and salmon that they catch in the rivers and things like that. Really super cool experience. And then we headed on back down the river to the Discovery Port, and they served us a really surprisingly good lunch with some terrific soup. And then after that, we headed off to the Gold Dredge, and the Gold Dredge was really cool for the family. We got on a train and rode over to the Gold Dredge where they've dug these giant holes in the earth from back in the gold rush days, and we got to actually pan for gold ourselves. We found about, I think it was $12 or $14 worth of gold. Kristen got a cool little necklace. Betsy and Mark and Charlotte, they found about $30 worth of gold, and they got another necklace for themselves. It was a really, really cool day and a great start to our vacation. All right, so Friday we leave Fairbanks and we take a really long, really boring bus drive to the Denali National Forest, and it was worth it. Our bus driver was horrible. I like to give credit where credit is due, but I'll also tell you when it's absolutely just terrible, and it was terrible. Horrible jokes. I mean, he was really full of himself, but it was worth the trip because we get to the Denali National Forest, and it is absolutely beautiful. And if you don't recognize Denali, Denali is the name of Mount McKinley, what Barack Obama changed it back to a few years ago. That's the native name of Mount McKinley, the original name of Mount McKinley, Denali. And they've got this beautiful national forest. And we had an excursion there as well where we went zip lining through the Boreal Forest. Unbelievable experience. We zip lined it down at Frontier Town, Ryan and I, a few years ago, but it was nothing like this. You're 50, 60, 80 feet up in the air, taking these zip lines at probably 40 miles an hour, and it was a real blast. One of the funnest parts about it was you take these four-wheeler trips back to the site, and you're zipping along at 20 miles an hour on these four-wheelers. It's got terrific suspensions in them, and the guy said just a couple of days before we were there were moose just running right alongside of them as you head back there. Got back there and did the zip lining with an awesome crew, and that was a terrific day there in the Denali National Forest. Got home, slept through daylight again all night long, and then the next day we were leaving on a train to come down here to the cruise ship. On Saturday, we leave the Denali National Forest and we take a shuttle bus to Princess Train Line, and the train is really cool, man. It was a long 9-hour and 15-minute ride, but it was absolutely beautiful. You come out of the Denali Forest, go through this plain. It's really flat. You can see Denali off in the distance with its snow-capped peak. Really beautiful. You're passing different towns along the way. So it was a long ride, but it was pretty cool. We had lunch on board, and the views were spectacular. It's got a full glass ceiling and windows all the way down for 360-degree views. And the guys on board were like, if you see a moose, yell moose, 3 o'clock. If you see a bear, yell bear, 9 o'clock. So it was a really great trip. And that took us to Whittier, Alaska, where we met up with the Royal Princess, Golden Princess, and started our cruise. Hooked on OC. We'll be right back.
There's nothing more exciting than a day of offshore sport fishing. The sun, the sea, and a boatload of your friends trying to land the big one. Ocean City Fishing Center is the area's #1 charter fleet with 37 boats sailing out every day looking for the big fish. Tuna, marlin, dolphin, and shark. Every crew that sails is dedicated to your excitement. And all our captains are licensed by the U.S. Coast Guard for your safety. Head boats are also available for family fishing fun. Whether your party is big or small, call Ocean City Fishing Center. Tight lines and good times.
Hey everybody, looking for what's going on in and around Ocean City? Pick up the Dispatch. 25,000 copies in over 200 locations all around Delmarva. And the Fishin' OC Fishing Report by yours truly with pictures from Dave Messick and some of the best captains in the biz. Pick it up.
Racetrack Marine, the area's premier Tidewater center console and Sylvan pontoon boat dealer. In stock or custom order Tidewater starting at 18 feet and Sylvan pontoons up to 27 feet. Service, maintenance, and trailers. Find it all here at Racetrack Marine. We buy, broker, and sell pre-owned boats too. Deep discounts and the best stem-to-stern warranty available. Say goodbye to last year's boat repairs. Stop dreaming and start boating today. Racetrack Marine, the place that does it all.
Sometimes, all you have to do is read the signs. Miller Lite has more taste, fewer calories, and half the carbs of Bud Light. What are you holding? Miller Lite. Hold true.
Hi, it's Marjorie and Stephen Fun.
We're the Fun family.
People often ask, where do the Funs go to have fun?
Ocean City, Maryland!
Ocean City's middle name is Fun.
Ironic because our last name is Fun.
Is that fun?
If you're looking for family fun, take it from the Fun family. Book a week in Ocean City, Maryland. Go to OCOcean.com and don't miss free events like beach fireworks.
And now back for more Hooked on OC. So we started our cruise and left Whittier, Alaska. The weather was beautiful once again, and we cruised down the coast and entered into Glacier Bay. Absolutely stunning scenery. On Monday, it was a quick stop at the Hubbard Glacier. huge pieces of ice that are floating down these mountains and dropping off ice into the water. So you're going by these big chunks of ice as you cruise through the bays and inlets. On Tuesday, we had more scenery when we went to the Marjorie Glacier, another beautiful glacier here in Alaska. And then on Wednesday, our first port, we stopped in Skagway. And Kristen had booked us a really cool excursion in Skagway where we hiked up the Chilkoot Trail, 2-mile hike, and my back is still feeling that, but we went over some pretty rough terrain, elevation changes about 400 feet up and down, and some pretty tough stuff. There was some pretty wicked plants in there that they told you not to touch, and some really tough steps to get up and down, but it was well worth it because we get to the Taya River at the end of it, and we took a nice float down the Taya River and back to Skagway, and then we boarded the boat for our next stop, which was going to be on Wednesday. Okay, so our next stop along the way was on Wednesday. We entered into Juneau, Alaska. Another absolutely beautiful day, and that might be getting repetitious, but it was gorgeous. Even the locals say how nice it's been since we've been here. The weather's turned now as we get close to Canada, but it was absolutely beautiful along the cruise, and still nice for this time of the year in this part of the country. And Juneau was a terrific city, state capital of Alaska. We had another really terrific excursion booked. The Mendenhall Glacier is impressive. It is a gigantic glacier rolling down this mountain. It's been there for thousands and thousands of years. And only about 80 or so years ago, it formed a river, and they call it the Mendenhall River. Mendenhall River goes all the way back down into Juneau, and we took a really nice float down the Mendenhall River with some white water along the way. We decided to jump in one of the rafts that the guide takes care of. It's called an oar raft. So I was able to work the GoPro and get some cool footage, and we went through some pretty rapid water. They said it was class 3 because of the cold temperatures of the water. It's a class 2 rapid normally with some bumps and things along the way, but the water's only 35 to 40 degrees, so they up it an extra point because of how cold the water is. And we took a pretty major wave over the side that actually surprised the guide, and then things leveled out, evened out. We were able to get some great pictures along the way that we didn't even know were being taken from people that were in the woods along the river. And then we floated in nice and calm, soaking wet, made our way back to the boat, and started to get really excited because we knew that our next day was going to be in Ketchikan, Alaska, and we were going to be fishing for salmon for the first time ever. All right, so Thursday rolls around, and it is the trip we have been anticipating the entire week. We've had a great time, experienced some terrific weather, but we were really excited for Thursday because Thursday was our salmon fishing trip with Alaska Strike Zone Sport Fishing out of Ketchikan, Alaska, and it was an absolute blast. We jumped on the boat with Captain Bill. He was super accommodating, very nice guy. Gave him one of my pure lure hats. He really enjoyed that. And then we get fishing literally feet from the dock. And within just a couple of minutes, we caught a king salmon, released a couple of more king salmon, actually caught a salmon that we were able to clean and cook later on, and saw something that I will never forget when Mother Nature was at her finest. Hope you enjoy it.
The convenience store over here, the liquor store. There you catch it, Jim. Feels good with beer. You don't need one, so if you leave, right, go on in. Go on. We gotta do this before we can go, though. So come on.
Oh, how you
Yeah,
doing?
Brian, get on.
Save the room at the table.
So I'm trying to find Ryan, how old are you?
That cabin reminds me a little too much of home. they didn't tell us they were going to do this, but they charge us a portage.
So I have 5 people. I'm going to put 5 rods out. One of them will be what we call a flat line. It's going to be on the surface. We caught a couple this morning. The outer rods will be down around 100. The rest will be 60, 70. I have pretty much have the whole water column covered.
All right.
How deep is it total depth here?
Look at the fish finder there. And that's a good one. It'll show actual individual fish.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it shows them as a little arch, right? On that one?
No, you'll see.
Oh, it looks like a
fish icon. Little fish picture.
That's cool.
Yes. Anybody ever done downrigger fishing?
Yeah.
Nope. Some of you haven't?
He hasn't.
Okay. Controlled depth is what it's all about. So you have 10-pound lids on them. There's no way you're going to pull a 10-pound lid up with a cannonball or the fishing pole. So that's where that comes in. You can bend it on the Great Lakes. We have some artificial squids back here. These have been working well.
I use that exact same stuff on my flounder setups back home. That little blue and white squid.
Yeah.
And the green, is that for just for movement?
Yep. It's got 2 bends to it. It'll go in a circle, and it also.
Gotcha. Little flash. Yep.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see where you're at.
See how dark the water is. The water is alive. All the plankton and algae. Get down as deep as we're going. I don't know how the visibility is. I'm sure it's not that good. Fish hits it, pops it off, and you just fight the fish without the weight. They're not always big enough. There's a lot of small, immature king salmon out here. You'll just see the rod bouncing, and we might have to pop it off. Down it goes. You got the full side of the boat.
Okay, scoot over there to the corner. There you go, so you don't bounce it off. Good job, dude.
Okay, that leads me to my next. I don't assign rods to take turns, so you guys work it out.
Yeah, that's fine with us. I'm all about ladies first.
Women and children?
Yeah, women and children first.
Since my son went first.
Scott has never caught any.
Don't let slack is bad. Slack is bad, little guy.
Right, you know that, bud. And it might come up, it might go down, so you gotta be prepared. Just keep a rod bend, okay? You know what you're doing.
Yep. And we're never in a hurry. Okay, come over. That's a shaker. That's a shaker king. He's gonna have to go back.
Okay, so he's a shorty, right? Still gonna get some vid of him.
We'll just like
take the rod out to the side
that line over there?
as far as you can.
Just got wrapped around that line. We either got to pull all the gear up every fish, or we got to try and keep them away from their poles.
He's around now. He's around it.
Ah, you got off. Good, good, good.
Just take a step back, Ryan. Let him get back in that corner.
Okay. Back up.
What's that?
Your nickname Shakers because you see people out here just shaking them off.
Shake him off the hook. Look at that, Ryan. Nice work, dude.
That's the guy that can get huge.
Wait. Hey man, you called a king salmon before your father. It's messed up. Hooked on OC. We'll be right back.
'Twas the day after Thanksgiving, and all through the park, not a creature was stirring, except for anyone wanting to save 50% on all 2020 passes at Jolly Roger. Friday, Black Friday, November 29th. Only at Speed World, only in person, and only from 9 to 5. Yes, 50% off. Only at the world-famous Black Friday sale at Jolly Rogers. We look forward to seeing you right after Thanksgiving.
Hi, Todd Ferrante from Park Place Jewelers. Have you been thinking about an engagement ring, anniversary or birthday gift, or a treat yourself present? Our 5-year interest-free financing was so popular, we've decided to extend it through the end of December. You heard it right, 5 years interest-free. Even better, for the first 5 months, you'll make no payments. And with 5-year interest-free financing, you'll be amazed at what you can afford. If you want a bigger, better diamond at a better price, there's only one store to visit, Park Place Jewelers.
Did you know you can bring in your prescription to an optical galleria? Did you know an optical galleria has a lab and makes glasses right here in OC? Did you know an optical galleria is an authorized Costa RX dealer? It's simple. An optical galleria can help you see. If you want awesome old school customer service and hot new styles, bring your prescription in to an optical galleria today. The place to see and be seen. Make an optical galleria your destination for eyewear.
Atlantic Tackle, we know fishing. Atlantic Tackle is the Mid-Atlantic's most complete tackle store, showcasing a huge selection of rods and reels, bait and tackle, fishing apparel, eyewear, and ocean-inspired home decor from industry leaders like Penn, Shimano, Bait Masters, Costa, Smith Optics, Pelagic, Hook, Olakai, Extra Tough, and Yeti. Stop by Atlantic Tackle on Sunset Avenue across from Sunset Grill in West Ocean City, or visit us online at atlantictackle.com. And now back for more Hooked on OC. All right, guys, we are, as John Whitmire would say, on the corner. Route 50, Route 589, one of my favorite stops. You've known it for years and years and years. It is Crabs to Go. You can have them to stay if you like. This time of the year, the weather does not cooperate like it has today, but you can sit here if you'd like at the picnic tables. And I'm with the lovely and talented Maddie Sterrett. Come on in. We'll get this out of the way quick.
Oh, yeah.
Jamie Parker.
Hello.
Thank you guys so much.
Of course.
They've stepped into this cooking scene game here and taken it to another level.
Oh, yeah.
And the holiday season, this is definitely the place that you're going to want to stop for all those trimmings, man. Oysters, party platters, peeled and deveined shrimp. Got the football special with the regular shrimp that are not peeled and deveined.
Yes,
Oyster
sir.
stew, grandma's old recipe, right?
Grandpa's
old recipe,
yeah.
even better,
Get
right?
it right.
So let's talk about this stuff, man. You guys know I'm going to be in here. I got an event at my mom's house. I'll be in a couple of weeks to pick up the party platter.
All right.
So let's talk about what people are going to pick up for the holiday season.
All right,
Okay.
so our party platter is perfect for the holidays. Christmas is coming up, New Year's Eve. This right here is our mini party platter.
Yep.
This features half a pound of bacon wrapped barbecue shrimp, bacon wrapped barbecue scallops, garlic butter, Old Bay scallops, and our homemade crab balls. And these party platters range anywhere from half a pound of each of the following to a pound. This party platter right here is just $79. The biggest one is going to be $150, and that features a pound of all of the following. And as usual, all of our party platters are completely customizable, so you can add a pound of this peeled and deveined shrimp to it. You can take out the garlic scallops if you don't like garlic scallops and replace it with something else.
You're answering all the questions I was going to ask you. That's so perfect.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I love that. I'm thinking these things like, hey, what this? How about that? And you're answering them right off the bat. So that's great.
It's the
Peeled
way to
and deveined
go.
shrimp you were about to go to.
Yes, sir. Our peeled and deveined shrimp, call and order this 24 hours ahead of time, so we have a little bit of a heads up. We do all of this, as fresh as possible, all by hand. This right here is a pound of jumbo, peeled and deveined.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
And that's $20 a pound, and an extra $4 for us to peel and devein it. So just an extra $4 for us to do the dirty work for you. Doesn't get any better.
That is delectable.
Delectable.
All right, Parker.
Okay.
What's next?
All right, so here we have a whole bunch of different kinds of oysters. This year we're going to do something a little different and try to feature more than just our usual Chincoteague oysters. We're going to have a couple new kinds for you that we may or may not swap out. So here we have our Mojo oysters that we typically always have on hand. Those are Chincoteague, as I mentioned.
Okay.
Here we have our Pemquid oysters. Those are going to be from Maine. And here we have our Blue Points that are from Connecticut. So lots of different flavors,
Branching out a little
saltiness
bit.
levels, and all that good stuff. But definitely try them out. They're all really good.
You guys shuck these?
Yeah, we can shuck
Okay.
these for you, or you can take them home and shuck them yourself. You can buy them by the dozen, by 100 count, however many you need for your party.
Yep. And those are the same that go into the oyster stew, right?
Actually, the oyster stew, we use our fresh Maryland oysters that come in the jar like this. These we have all the time as well. You guys have been coming in and getting these for years. They're a really nice size. They have great flavor. They're great for frying or making oyster stew, which we also do as well. This time of year, only when it's freezing cold, will we make this oyster stew. It's Johnny's grandfather's recipe. He doesn't share it with anybody. He's the only one who makes it. So not even I know how to make this. But it's really good stuff. And like I said, we only do it this time of year when it's nice and cold out.
So either pick it up here at Crabs to Go or get invited to a party at Johnny's house. Since I can't even make that list, good luck. Get over here to Crabs to Go and pick it up, all right? And it is awesome. Jamie just showed you. Watch these clumps. Look at these clumps. Oh my word, look at that. Get a loaf of bread and you can finish that whole bowl off, no problem.
Oh yeah.
And we mentioned at the beginning of this, you guys are right now have the football special going on for shrimp.
We do, yeah. So every football season on Sunday and Mondays, we do our special. It's buy 2 pounds of shrimp, get 1 free. Can be any size, raw or steamed. So that's a really great deal that people have been taking advantage of for years. It gets better and better every year.
It is not peeled and deveined shrimp.
It's not peeled and deveined.
You have to do the work. Peeled and deveined, you have to do the work for that one.
Yes.
All right, Santa Claus got a present for me. He's going to have a present for you guys in the next segment.
Oh my God.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
See you in just a second. We got more food and all kinds of stuff to talk about.
Woo.
Hooked on OC. We'll be right back. We catch a lot of fish here at Hooked on OC, and my JPR custom rods are nothing but the best. Some of the finest inshore, offshore, casting, spinning, and trolling rods on the planet today. Custom rods, custom logos, all at unbeatable prices. Go to jprrods.com. Hey guys, what's up? We're here with Luke from Sandmarks Marketing. He's here to tell us all about his awesome guide he's got ready for you to pick up in town. Luke, what's up?
Hey Scott, how you doing? Thanks. Luke Howard from Sandmarks Marketing, here to introduce the premier edition of Destination Ocean City in the Delaware Beaches.
Got a great golf guide in here. Of course, you got something for the fishermen.
I do. I also have spa, salon, and attractions for the wife and family too. We're a comprehensive overview of the entire Delmarva area.
Pick it up in your hotel room while you're in town.
Look for the beach chair and you'll be there.
Tipsy Tiki is a floating tiki bar, the only one in the Ocean City area that is Coast Guard certified for 12 passengers with a Maryland State liquor license. Great for bachelor, bachelorette parties, and birthdays, anniversaries. Enjoy a calm cruise in the backwaters behind Assateague Island in Ocean City. The cost is $70 per person, which includes a 90-minute cruise and full bar service. You can bring your own food or you can call Crab Alley for carryout. Check us out at Facebook or our website at tipsytiki.com. Call 443-606-0822. Our friendly crew is ready to welcome you aboard.
The cool, wet spring and the short summer means an abundance of leftover inventory. So at Arctic Heating and Air Conditioning, when you buy a high-efficiency gas furnace and coil, we'll replace your air conditioner for $9.95. We also have great deals on heat pumps, and if you buy a 16-SEER system, you get a free 10-year part and labor rapid repair warranty. But this deal won't last long, so act fast. Call Arctic Heating and Air Conditioning for your free no-obligation estimate today.
For program details, call your local Arctic office or visit them online at arcticheatandair.com.
And now back for more Hooked on OC. Hey guys, what's up? Scott Lenox here. I'm with Dean Langrel. Welcome to Jolly Roger Amusement Park. Dino, good to see you, my man.
Nice seeing you, my man.
The tradition continues. Black Friday, what's going on?
The tradition does continue. I'll tell you what, just like the Masters, it's a tradition like none other. It's going to be Black Friday again. This, Scott, has turned into a fun community type event. It's all the fun but half the price.
Arcades open, fire pits, free food and drinks and stuff.
We're going to have Hope's homemade hot chocolate, warm apple cider, all kinds of pastries and goodies, all complimentary. As you said, we're going to have fire pits out front waiting for everybody. We're going to have a remote from Froggy 99 during the day. The arcades will be open. And you know what? It's just turned into a fun event. 50% off, as we say, all the fun at half the price.
A huge sale.
It is.
Dino, the big sale, everything gets sold, all the tickets and passes are going to be going across the counter right here in the Speed World building.
Right
Tell
here
me the details.
right here at the Speed World building from 9 until 5 on Black Friday, the 29th of November. Hey, dude, we pull out all the stops, okay?
Yeah.
We've got the Christmas music playing. The place is decorated
Hot
to
chocolate,
the hilt. We've got the fire pits, hot chocolate, coffee, warm apple cider.
Yeah.
Arcades are open, but the most important thing, obviously, is that all of our 2020 passes are 50% off, and a lot of our merchandise will be here too, and savings up to 50% on merchandise as well.
It's
it's
a true
something
Black Friday sale, man.
It is a great Black Friday sale. It's morphed into a really great, fun time, community type event. It is now the world famous Black Friday sale. Okay,
you heard it here first.
Yeah, you did. And as we've said, it's all the fun at half the price right here, Black Friday, November the 29th, 9 to 5 at the Speed World building.
All right, the Black Friday sale is one thing, but if you miss it, you got Cyber Monday, right?
We do. Monday, December 2nd, Cyber Monday. Save 30% off all our 2020 passes. Use the secret code Jolly Santa 2020, all caps, no spaces.
Jolly Santa 2020.
All caps,
you
no
didn't miss
spaces.
anything. You didn't miss anything at all.
But again, it gives you a chance. If you didn't get to the Speed World building on Black Friday, it gives you a chance to save and still save 30% on Cyber Monday, and it's a great deal for those that can't make it or that live out of town and still want to reward their family with some cherished Jolly Roger gifts.
Absolutely right, man. Do it from your pajamas in the comfort of your own home.
There
right?
you go.
Folks, you heard it. Friday, November 29th, Black Friday, 50% off almost everything in here. Dean will go home with you for 50% off that day if you feel like it. And if you miss it, Cyber Monday, December 2nd, huge sales there too. Dean, final details.
Hey, listen, brother. Again, it is the world famous Black Friday sale. 50% off all of our 2020 passes, merchandise discounted up to 50% as well.
Yep.
We're going to show you a website right here. You can get on that for more information, details, price lists, everything you wanted to know. And all you need to remember is set your alarm clock to go off early on Friday, November the 29th.
Happy holidays, brother.
Hey, same to you.
Great seeing you. Hooked on OC, we'll be right back. One of the shore's best kept secrets is a secret no more. Ocean Pines Golf and Country Club is home to the only Robert Trent Jones Sr. Championship Golf Course on the Eastern Shore. Ocean Pines is set amongst natural wetlands and scenic woodlands, making it a must-play. Experience golf as it was meant to be played. Call 410-641-6057 or visit us online at oceanpinesgolf.org to book your tee time today.
Welcome to Ocean City, Maryland's Winterfest of Lights, November 21st through December 31st. Enjoy a musical ride through 58 acres of holiday lights on the Winterfest Express, including our 50-foot tree. It's such a holiday delight. Visit Kris Kringle's Corner and see me, Santa. Browse the holiday gifts and new kids-only shop. Take photos at the Instagram hotspots and sip on hot chocolate, all inside the heated Winterfest Pavilion. We'll see you and yours soon. Merry Christmas to all, and for all these beautiful lights. Ho, ho, ho!
When it comes to offshore fishing equipment, Okaya means value, like the 80 offshore combo for $730 and the 50 offshore combo for $530. Call Sophia at 443-880-2222 or check them out at okaya.com. Are you looking for the best crabs on this side of the Chesapeake Bay? Then head on over to Crabs to Go on the corner of Route 50 and 589. For over 20 years, Crabs to Go has been bringing you the fattest, tastiest crabs on the Eastern Shore, available by the bushel or by the dozen. We also offer a full menu including shrimp, clams, oysters, scallops, lobster tails, crab meat, and soft crabs. Call ahead for fast, hot carryout. Or stop by for our homemade crab cakes, soups, and salads. This is where the locals come. Crabs to Go, routes 50 and 589, West Ocean City. And now back for more Hooked on OC. All right, we've had a great trip so far. We've done the Denali Park, we've done Fairbanks, we've cruised down the Alaskan coast on the Inside Passage, and now the part that we're excited about. We've been waiting all week to get out here and do some Alaska salmon fishing, and we've lucked into a good crew here. Captain Bill, thanks for joining us, man. Nice to meet you. Nice new hat. Nice new hat we brought, by the way. We're on the Freedom May, and we are fishing with Alaska Strike Zone Sport Fishing. Great outfit. They picked us up right at the boat, brought us down here to the boat, and what's the name of the marina? Knutson Cove Marina. It is absolutely beautiful here. This isn't like what we're used to. You know, we live on Ocean City, we're flat. You got to go so far offshore to get to deep water. Literally got a shot a couple of minutes ago of us maybe 50 yards from shore and 300 plus feet of water. It's absolutely beautiful. It's remarkable. Ryan is on board. Kristen is behind the lens. We've got our new friends, Scott and Barbara from Orlando, Florida. Where are you, Scott? There he is. He's in there practicing his song for the voice competition on the boat later on today. Right. What? We're going to be trolling, right?
Yes, sir.
Different levels, different depths.
Yep.
Okay.
Surface down to 100.
Okay. What's the exact body of water we're fishing?
Clover Pass.
Clover Pass. Okay. And you had a trip this morning where you caught some fish, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of fish can we expect?
Still very good chance of a big lunker king, cohos around, pinks around, chum, dog salmon.
Okay. That's 4 you listed out of the 5 species, yeah.
Very slight chance of a sockeye.
Okay, very slight.
That's like winning the lotto.
Gotcha. And we're using baits that look a lot, like I told you earlier, a lot like what we used back in Ocean City. Little squid skirts about that big. They got a much larger planer in front of them.
Yep.
And like you said, you just kind of a flasher, right? And it's back there twisting and making circles, and that attracts the fish too. Okay. We're really excited about this, man. So thanks very much. These guys are heading out too. So without further ado, let's get to it.
Yeah, fish on. Watch the line, watching the boat. So if you guys see anything, speak up loud.
Sure will. Yep.
The sun's coming up. Those in the back swamp.
In the inside?
No,
No, I do not.
The one that goes against you.
Yeah.
Little phony head on them.
Ooh. Yeah, little head, little helmet.
We'll do this when we're offshore fishing occasionally for marlin and tuna too.
Sure.
Deep dropping things.
It's nice and cool down in the hole where the backpacks are. We're gonna have some fun.
It's a great day for that.
Eagle came down and grabbed it.
Yeah. Trying to anyway.
He didn't see ours, or he'd have been on us that quick too. Like I said, when they're sitting on their nest, they're really aggressive.
Well, they gotta feed the babies. Can't blame them. I mean, they gotta feed their babies, so you know.
Going deep.
Where do I go? Just forward and down river. Anything I think of that right here.
Just keep the line tight.
All right, Scott from Orlando, Florida, you're up.
Sir. Feel it slacking and...
Yep, just keep the rod tip bent, you're good.
Yeah,
Because it'll swim to the surface some, from what I understand, right? It'll come to the surface, then go back down, and
Well, big kings had like a halibut right
they just
straight
right to the bottom. Not yet.
Shaker.
Shaker.
Yeah. Back up. Back up. Back
Yes, sir.
Puck fell out of his mouth and got.
Oh, he side hooked him. There he was.
Where did he go?
Yep. Hey, Bill, explain to me what a shaker is.
Fight another day.
Explain to me what a shaker is.
Immature, under 28-inch king salmon.
So we
see
just
a lot of people out here just shaking them off. Yeah. So they're nicknamed shakers. You got to be 28 or better.
So was that your first Pacific salmon?
Yes, sir, it was.
Right on, we'll take it.
All right.
Woo! Atlantic salmon are farmed in this country.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, sir.
BC.
Hooked on OC, we'll be right back.
Whether it's a chart plot or fish finder combo for your inshore bay boat, or a complete electronics package including radar, plotter, thermal imaging camera, autopilot or sonar, East Coast Marine Electronics can handle it all. Veteran owned and operated, give Chad a call at 443-880-7206 or email at chad@eastcoastmarineenelectronics.com.
On December 12th, Las Vegas comes to Salisbury. Cirque Musica Holiday Wishes is a full theatrical event for the entire family. You'll be amazed by the acrobats, aerialists, hilarious hijinks, and holiday cheer. The show blends the spellbinding grace and daredevil athleticism of today's greatest circus performers with the sensory majesty of a live symphony orchestra that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Holiday wishes come true with Cirque Musica. Tickets are on sale now at wycomicociviccenter.org.
This is Dean Bennett with Bennett Termite and Pest Solutions. From our family to yours, we would like to wish you a happy Thanksgiving, a very Merry Christmas, and a fantastic New Year. Bennett Termite appreciates all of our customers for their support in business and the community. We are pleased to continue our excellence in customer service because remember, Delmarva, quality isn't expensive, it's priceless.
And now back for more Hooked on OC. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the show. We've reached that time in the show where we are going to bring you the Angler's Advantage. Every single show, we are here at Atlantic Tackle or Sunset Provisions or Sunset Marina or the Ocean City Fishing Center bringing you all things going on and happening up to date. We love to bring you things from here at Atlantic Tackle to tell you how to get your reels straight, where to buy the rods, where to get the rigs, where to get the bait, and that sort of thing. Off season, I have zero clue what any of this stuff does. All right, there's some Penn something. There's some 656. Here's some T9 rust and corrosion inhibitor. There's something called precision reel oil. I don't have to have a clue though. Guess why? Because Dr. Dennis does. You have a small spinning reel you need fixed, need line on it, he's the guy to give it to. Need something like this? Ugh. Here's somebody's stuff ready to go right now. 80 VSW 130. You got something out there that needs repairs, needs just maintenance on it, oil, grease, that sort of thing to get ready for next season. Dr. D is the place to do it, and you don't want to wait too long. All right, he's going to get crowded. It's going to take a little while sometimes, but if you get in here right now, he's going to have plenty of time to get you done. Come in, fill out one of these tags. There it is. Repair tag 410-213-0421. Upstairs, right around the corner. Come see Dr. Dennis, and he'll get you straight. Let's also talk about this. The JPR rod hooked on OC style is ready to go here at Atlantic Tackle. $259. We've got the casting version and the spinning version. What's up, guys?
What's happening?
How are you?
I didn't want to interrupt you.
You're good. Spinning is 6 feet long. All right. Nice action on it. And the casting, you know, I've got this in my arsenal. Black, silver, and white in the hooked on OC custom colors. And the curly Q. Get a shot up that rod, Dave. Look at that. People ask me all the time, what is going on with that thing? Alleviates the line from hitting the blank. as you get further up the rod, and it's always inside an eye to give it a great bend. This is a terrific flounder rod. I use mine all the time in the Back Bay. You can even use it for small sea bass, togs, stripers, and that sort of thing. Right here at Atlantic Tackle every day downstairs, ask them for the Hooked on OC rod. They're going to point you right in the right direction. $259.99 gets it out the door. Great holiday gift. Not going to fit in somebody's stocking, but it will fit under the tree. All right, we'll be back in just a second to finish out this episode of Hooked on OC. We'll see you in just a minute. Hooked on OC, we'll be right back.
Sunset Provisions is Delmarva's largest marine supply retailer, stocking an unmatched selection of pumps, paints, hoses, cosmetic care products, and marine hardware, featuring the absolute best brands in the industry. Combine this unbelievable in-stock selection of top-name brands with super competitive pricing and a seasoned staff that can help you navigate your project. Make Sunset Provisions Delmarva's go-to marine supply store. So stop by or call today and see for yourself what makes Sunset Provisions the area's best marine supply store. Sunset Provisions is located in West Ocean City at Sunset Marina.
Sometimes, all you have to do is read the signs. Miller Lite has more taste, fewer calories, and half the carbs of Bud Light. What are you holding? Miller Lite, hold true.
Spencer Yachts Brokerage presents the 44-foot Spencer Express Traveler, the 47-foot James Hudson Gala Mine, the 48-foot Custom Carolina Oceans East, the 57-foot Ricky Scarborough Sally Girl, the 70-foot Spencer Plain Simple, the 74-foot Spencer Centurion, the 87-foot Spencer Bangarang. All available at spenceryb.com. And now back for more Hooked on OC.
Just read the spring, Alaska now, so how you guys?
Yeah, we unintentionally did 3 Caribbean cruises last year. So.
Oh yeah, well I hear you there. We do a lot of that Caribbean cruises.
We started New Year's Eve, just he and I, a 7-day. We went to the Bahamas and
I know. Now she's hooked for life.
Yeah,
So we love to get kids and I love to get kids and female anglers. We run a fishing tournament.
Will you re-listen for me? Thanks. Yay.
Reel it in, Ryan. Don't you put the phone down and reel it in.
There's a
reel
pole
it in.
to your right. There's a pole to your right.
I see the
pole to your right.
Trying to get them around here.
you need me to take it over.
Oh, let's keep her.
Anybody reeling in that?
No, you're good, babe. Just keep reeling in. He's right behind you with the net. You're going to probably have to walk backwards. Just lift the rod tip. Don't yank.
Is anybody behind
Lift the
me?
rod tip up. You're fine. Keep going. You got to lift up.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, big boy.
I can't see, so
Just stay right where you are. The fish is going nuts by the boat.
This is what salmon do.
Need help?
Do you want me to move anything?
Nope, you're fine. Hey, you got him. There we go. Yeah.
Pink.
Oh, it's a pink.
Nice.
Yay! No way.
That's awesome.
Nice. First salmon. Yeah.
For little guys, they got a lot of strength. Don't
Man, they pull, man.
That was fun.
They got a lot of strength for.
Yeah, how was that?
That was awesome.
Nice.
So fun.
Bill, tell me what kind of salmon we got here.
Pink salmon.
Pink salmon. Is there a minimum size limit on them?
No, just the king.
They remind me.
AKA Humpy. They're also called humpies. That's the guy that in the freshwater gets that big, huge hump.
It felt like catching a rockfish.
Good to eat?
It's really similar.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
Nice work, hon.
Thanks.
Since we're taking this back to the ship, you're just gonna gut it. You don't fillet it like we would fillet something back home, right?
No. I'm not. This is how they want it.
That's how they want it back on the boat. Understood. Whoa.
Girl.
That a girl.
Oh, wow.
It's a lot of roe.
That's awesome.
Wow.
You can eat it. Want to taste it? It tastes like sweet cream butter. It's really not bad.
Huh.
Just
See,
eating krill.
I see.
Shrimp shells.
All right, there we go. There's one gilled and gutted pink salmon. Captain Bill made short work of that, and because we can take this back to the ship, we're going to take this back to the ship, and the chefs will cook it up for us for lunch tomorrow. Pretty awesome stuff. Really one of the great attributes of taking trips like this, where you can go out on one of your excursions, and they offer bringing the fish back to the boat, cooking it for you, dinner or lunch. You can also ship this back to your home. They'll have it there tomorrow. If you want, put it on dry ice and ship it back to you. It's another great thing they do here. Awesome fish.
Right, back on ice. Right. Fresh allios.
That's beautiful. Oh no, he dropped it overboard! Hooked on OC, we'll be right back. Red Sun Custom Apparel opened for business in Ocean City, Maryland with the mission of providing total customer satisfaction. Our philosophy is simple: offer a wide selection of leading products at competitive prices and provide high-quality customer service 7 days a week. Our customers place orders with confidence, knowing they will be completed on time and accurate according to the high standards Red Sun Custom has quickly become known for. Call us today for all of your promotional needs. And now back for more Hooked on OC. All right, folks, so there you have it. We had an absolutely awesome time on this trip. We thought Costa Rica was going to be our family vacation, but that was just kind of a thrown together trip that we were able to take over there and do some fishing that we've always wanted to do. But this was a family vacation that we planned for a very, very long time. We had an absolutely awesome time. You can see the weather's gotten a little bit cooler here as we get ready to pull into Vancouver and end our vacation. But early on in the week, it was absolutely gorgeous. Even the Alaska locals were talking about how warm it was. They thanked us several times for bringing the nice weather with us, and we had an absolute blast. The fishing trip, so much fun. I didn't get to catch the salmon, but Ryan did, Kristen did, a couple of folks that we had with us, Barbara and Scott from Orlando, Florida, they got to catch a couple of fish. It was a really great time. Check those folks out online. It's alaskastrikezone.com. If you're ever in the Ketchikan area, they will hook you up, literally, and it was a really fun time. They also do halibut fishing trips and that sort of thing. It was a really awesome time. Big thanks to Kristen. Way to go. We obviously didn't have Dave Messick on this trip. Big thanks to Ryan. You guys did a great job with the camera. I helped out quite a bit with the camera as well. We kind of had to do a switching around kind of thing, so one person could be the subject, the other person would be the camera operator. We had an awesome time with my sister-in-law Betsy, my brother-in-law Mark, my niece Charlotte, and we could not have done this trip without Suzanne and Richard Ewing, my father and mother-in-law. We missed you terribly on this trip. Thank you so much for making it possible for us. Folks, we are back to Ocean City after a long flight tomorrow night, and then it's fishing OC time. We are going fishing with Captain Mark Hoos on the Marley, and we've got all sorts of live events planned for the summer. We're doing the Ocean City Tuna Tournament. We are doing the White Marlin Open. We are doing the Big Fish Classic, and we are also doing the Mid-Atlantic, all live on their websites, and Hooked on OC will be bringing it to you. We will see you next time for another episode of the show. Thanks very much for watching. Time to take a nap.